Hi everybody, it's Carrie. Welcome to Tiny Tip Tuesday. As always, just give me 1 minute to get my tablet going so I can see who's here. There we are. Now, let's see if it's going to let me keep you guys in the right direction. Yay! So far, so good. Okay, so I don't see anybody here yet, but I'm going to go ahead and get started because you can always go back and watch this again. So it's like today my mind is like everywhere. We have, I think I've said on Saturday that there's so much going on right now for us, and sometimes my brain is in a fog, and today is one of those days. So you may see that for a while. We're going to have a really crazy busy next couple of months, and while I'm waiting for a couple of you to pop on and say hello, just a reminder that next Saturday I will be doing my in-person class. So if you live in the Farmington Hills area, I do still have room for a few more, but I need to know right away so I can prep and let the store owner know also. So please private message me, comment below, email me at MemoryINKers@gmail.com. The class is $20. You're going to make 4 cards. And it's in Farmington Hills, Michigan. So let me know. I see somebody popped on. Say hello. So while we're waiting, I'm also going to say Stampin' Up! Shop MemoryINKers.com. That's my Stampin' Up! Demonstrator website. If you're shopping, please use this hostess code WJD3PP3S. Okay, so on Saturday, if you watched, you saw me make this adorable, oh, it untied. Me make this adorable cracker box. And we used this awesome die. I think it's called the cracker box die, cracker and treat box die. And I said to save those. And I said that I do. I always save all of these little treats. Hi, Jen. So, just so you know, these are all from all of these insides that popped out. So, we're going to play with those today because I told you about them, right? So, I may as well show you something to do with them. We're also going to be using the Simply Fabulous stamp set, which is in the annual catalog. It's only $18 and it's so cute. It has some great sentiments in it. So we're going to be using a sentiment out of that. We are then going to die cut that sentiment with one of my favorite. I mean, look at how many. Can you see how many dies are on in here? I mean, it's crazy. These are the rectangular stitched dies, and I just made a mess of them, but they do not come on this giant magnet. That's mine. So, yeah, rectangular stitch dies. They are number 151820 and $35. So worth the investment. So, we're going to be using those. So I'm going to keep that out. And then I wanted to show you guys a couple of other things. So, give me just a minute as I pull it up because I didn't want to have it all over the table while you guys were waiting. I cut some designer series paper out of this so pretty fall inspired designer series paper. It's so pretty. I've got to do more with it. I've been so busy and I just got to do more. And this is called Rustic Harvest. It's beautiful. There is a suite that goes with this, so you may want to check that out. That is in the mini catalog, the July to December catalog that many of you have gotten. I am also using this beautiful ribbon. It's called striped ribbon, and if you look at it, it's actually rose gold and white, and I colored it. You can see it here. I tried to decide what color I wanted it. The cardstock we're going to be using is actually Pacific Point, and I didn't have a blends in Pacific Point. So what this is the light night of navy, and I like it, except I felt like it kind of hid the pretty brass in places. So This is Daffodil Delight. So you can see I use the 2 blend markers. So this is Daffodil Delight. And all you have to do is just color it like so. Okay? So that's how you get it colored. I'm going to do this up here because I forgot to grab a piece of paper to put under there. Duh! And I did both sides, but you don't have to. Look what I just did. Ugh. I make myself crazy sometimes. And because it is a blends marker, I might have a little issue getting that off. Ah! Okay, that's all right. And here's the paper that I was looking for. So, all right. So I'm going to be using this little piece right here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. If you missed the opportunity to get our awesome... oh my gosh, it says my video isn't playing. Let me see. I'm hoping you guys can still see me because it looks like it's still working. So please let me know if you can. My my video thing has went kaput. So I'm hoping this is working. So somebody say something. I'm kind of standing up trying to see what's going on here. Looks like it's taping. Okay, cool. Thanks. Unfortunately, I cannot see your comments because look at this. It says I'm live, but there ain't nothing there. So I don't know. Oh, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Hey. Oh, maybe. Let me see what I can do. It looks like that might work, but I don't know. So let's see. Okay, so as I was saying, if you missed the opportunity to get our awesome ribbon cutting scissors, I forget what they were called, but they were like the long ribbon, you know, like sewing scissors. I just have a brand new pair of our awesome paper snips that my stuff is all over it because I take it places. But these are specifically for ribbon, ribbon and anything like that. So just have an extra pair of these. They're super sharp, so you're good. And then just cut that. So then I can put the rest of this away because I'm only going to use a tiny little bit of this. All right, now I brought out my foam because the stamp we're going to use is photopolymer. And I'm using the Just Say Hello. And I'm trying to get all of my pieces together here. Hold those off. So just so you know, my remember I told you I'm going to be using these triangles from the from this die, the cracker box die. That's these holes that I told you to save. So and a piece of basic white cardstock. So I'm going to need that in a minute. So I'm going to take the Just Say Hello, and I am going to stamp that with, here it is, Pacific Point ink, which is the color of the blue cardstock. Okay, cool. I'm glad this is all working for you guys. It looks like I'm seeing comments again, so yay. Don't you love when things just don't work the way you think they should? So there is that beautiful Just Saying Hello in the Pacific Point. And then what I'm going to do is, I told you I'm using the rectangular stitch die, so I'm going to cut that out. So that's all the stamping I'm going to do. So let me move this out of the way. And I'm going to grab my mini cut and emboss machine. Love this little thing because I can keep it on my desk and grab it anytime. One of the tricks I want to show you is, this is the number 3 plate. Normally you're supposed to use this is supposed to be for embossing, and you're supposed to use number 1 when you're cutting, but I have found that sometimes, you know, because all of the machines, you know, they don't calibrate them perfectly at the machinery, but they all work perfectly. So I found that for me, using the number 3 plate with one of the number 2 cuttings works best for me. I have less of a struggle with it, and that could be me. Let's be real. I mean, we all know how I am, right? So now I am centering this on there, the Just Say Hello. Probably could have stamped it a little bit better, but I think that's centered. And then I'm just going to roll it through. And I love this die because it's going to stitch it, which you guys have seen stitch dies a million times, so it's not like I'm telling you any big secret, but I love that it does the stitching. And as a reminder, although this one's too close, it stitches the inside and it stitches the outside. So excuse me, had I have cut this better, this could have been a nice window also with stitching. So think about that when you're cutting stuff like this out. If I would have cut this in a better shape, a bigger, you know, a wider shape, I would have had this piece that I could then have trimmed and made as a frame, right? So think about that instead of being what I just did. All right, so now here's what we're going to do. I have a piece of the Designer Series paper. This is also in Daffodil Delight. The back is a black and white version, but I'm going to adhere that onto a piece of Pacific Point. And let me give you the dimensions here. This is 5 inches by, it is like 2 3/8. No, 3/16, I believe. The dot before the quarter. And then this is, it should be 5 1/4. Yep, 5 1/4 by just shy of, nope, it is 2 1/2. 2 1/2. So that is the size I'm cutting for these. And then I'm going to use my liquid glue. So I have pieces everywhere, so you're going to have to be patient while I create this card. So I'm just going to center that on there. Oh, I got some dots on there. Oh well, I'll survive it. Okay. So I'm going to put that there. And then, you know what, I am going to survive it because I'm going to take this piece of Pacific Point and I'm going to cover those dots because this is going to go right there. Oh, look at that. That's fairly perfect. It should cover my smoochy dots. Can you guys see them? It's like little dots somehow. Typical me. I have stuff everywhere on my desk. I don't know. Do you guys? I mean, I'm sure you do. Most crafters, like, we clean our desks only to, like, destroy them again. You know, it's stuff everywhere, but that's, you know, that's part of the fun, I guess, right? We love it. All right, so now I'm going to put that there. Did I do that wrong? I did. Whoops. And peel that off real quick before it sticks, because that liquid glue sticks more than you think it will. And I am going to put a piece of tear and tape. Sorry about that, you guys. I just messed up, which is, you know, like I said, it's me. So I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape on the back of my ribbon, and I can know the back because this one isn't colored as nice as that side. So I'm going to put that right down the center like so and tear it off. And then you really want to use your bone folder or your thumbs or something to press that into the ribbon, because sometimes ribbon doesn't like to stick with sticky strip or anything. This is tear and tape, sorry. Sticky strip is old school. Come on. Lift, lift, lift. And see, even now, the adhesive part, there it is. Okay. You have to kind of sometimes fight. Now, the reason I did that is because I want this to fold over onto this piece, because I'm going to pop up the sentiment. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I probably should have made this just a smidgen longer, but I'm going to show you how to fix that. If you have ever cut a ribbon and you feel like, you know what, it'll fold over, but just barely, like this side is going to fold over, but this side, I don't know. In fact, I'm going to see if I can move that even with tear and tape. Might be a little difficult. Let me see. Oh, look. All right, that's cool. So I'm going to move that down a little bit because that was just way too tight. Perfection is overrated. If you are new. Oh, you know what? It stopped playing my video again. Wow, what the heck? So weird. So I'll look at your comments after I'm done here. to see what's going on. I apologize. I don't know why something is wrong with my tablet lately. It's fairly new, so I'm a little irritated by that. Okay, so see, now I have, I'm hoping you guys are seeing. Yep, okay. Here, it looks like I'm still taping. So I've got these like edges, and they're a little short. So that is where the awesome not masking tape, but why can't I think of anything? My brain, oh, I don't want to use those scissors. See, I almost grabbed my ribbon scissors for cutting something sticky, and you don't want to do that if you want to keep them sharp. So some people call this cello tape. It's Scotch tape. That was the word I was looking for, because you know, we tend to call the brand, it's like facial tissue is Kleenex, right? Just cause that's how it goes. Okay, now this one's going to be a little tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right near the edge here and then just trim off so it doesn't show on the edges. Okay, does that make sense? So there's always a way to fix. If you don't have enough ribbon, you know, you can still find a way to use it. Or if you were like me and we're being a little cautious with how much. I don't know why. I have plenty of that ribbon, so I don't know what I was thinking. So now this is Poppy Uppy, right? So I like to put Poppy Uppy stuff on last. So I'm going to take, and the reason is I think it makes it bumpy when you try to put it on. So I'm going to put this on first. And see, if I had those things on with Stampin' Dimensionals, this would not be as flat. And so when I put it on, it might want to give me a hard time. So is this the opening? Yep, okay. I am going to set that right there. Just going to kind of center it, this here and that. Perfection is overrated. All right, and then I have this, remember, and I have those funky little dots. So I'm going to grab my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I am going to put them below where the ribbon is, okay, so I don't have that lump, like so. And then just for extra measure, I'm going to put this little half piece right there, okay. So golly, it's, you know, I love doing lives, but I like doing lives because I can talk to you guys and see what you guys are saying. So please still talk to me. Say hi. Tell me where you're from. I also want to remind you to share my video, because when you share, you go into a drawing for free stuff. So, and free is like my favorite price. I don't know about you, but I really like it. So I'm going to use these end pieces that I am just tearing off, like so. They fit pretty good, right? And then I think I'll put another one in the center, just because I don't like it to like fold down. I'm so sorry, coughing like a crazy person. So it's kind of cooled off here in my part of Michigan. I'm not saying it's not hot. I mean, it's warm. It's like, I don't know, I think it's supposed to get into the low 80s today. But we usually, I mean, it had been so hot that we had like the air conditioning cranked, and we were still running fans throughout the house. So yeah, it's nice. We haven't turned the fans on in days, so that's kind of nice. All right, so I've got this. Now I'm going to take these little pieces, and I am going to try to remember which way I decided to do them. I think it was this way. I'm just going to take my time and put them on. Okay, it wasn't. It was this way. It's this way. I'm kind of doing a, what do you call it? Like a chevron pattern with them. And I'm using the liquid glue, so I have a little bit of time to situate them and get them, you know, straight is a relative term in my world, but basically straight. All right. And these do have an upside and a downside if you were to look at them very closely. Let's see if I can zoom. Hi, Joan. So if you were to look at them, you kind of have a little bit of a lip. Pardon my nails, I know I need to do them. So this is the right side, and this is the wrong side. It has, like, when you cut it, it you know, kind of folds down. So let me get back to where I was. Okay, so, and I kind of hand put these in place, but I think I probably should, I should kind of space these out so that I know where I'm putting them is right, so that I don't run out of, like, my craziness running out and doing the wrong thing. See, now that looks like I'm not going to have enough, because that's going to go there, and then there, and then there. Oh. Nope. So there, and then there. Okay, that looks right. I still have a few more in the container if I run out. But I think you guys are going to, you kind of already see what I'm doing here. And I'm just, I mean, these are so cool. These little torn out pieces, or popped out pieces, whatever you want to say about them. They're a great shape. And of course you could put them right up against each other if you want to, you know, like set them right next to each other. But I kind of wanted to space them out. Plus, when I tried it, I didn't want to cut off edges. I wanted them to, like, have white on both ends here. So I can see I'm going crooked. And even though I am not a perfectionist, I do want to make attempts on occasion to do the right thing. But you know what? You know how I feel. If you get this card from me and you're worried that it isn't perfect, then, you know, let me know, because you won't get another card. That's my opinion. I know, it's harsh, right? But gosh, people. Most people don't care about that. Although I have to tell you, after all the years, 21 years of doing this, my sister, sometimes if I send her a card, which I'm terrible at sending cards to family, honestly, it's terrible. But, you know, there are certain people who are close friends that will harass me when they see that it isn't perfect. Sorry. I am not the perfect demonstrator, as I have said. See, I can already see that I didn't space these quite the way I should have. And here, I can move that one a little. Oh, look, it's moving. Let's see if this one's going to move. Move, move, move. Oh, that one's on there pretty good, but it's close. Move you up a little bit so you don't look too weird. Oh, well, there we go. That's why I like liquid glue. Because even though it does get pretty darn permanent. Why am I having trouble here? You can get some movement out of it, which is nice. Okay, I think I'm going to keep going down this side. I'm hoping you guys are seeing this and commenting, so that, you know, I know you guys like it. Just a reminder, if you did not hear when I first got on, that on Saturday, for Saturday Sip, I'm debating if I have time, I may tape it so that it goes live at the normal time. But I like doing lives. So I'm usually on at noon on Saturday Eastern time, but I'm fairly 100% certain, actually, that I will not be back from the store, because the class starts at 10, so they usually take a couple of hours, depending on the ability of the people that are attending. I know that there are 2 previous customers coming, and they definitely can get done in 2 hours, perhaps less. There are other people that I think, because I met them at Mega Meet, will probably be pretty quick also, but there are some people there that I don't know at all, so, which is exciting. I love meeting new people, so that's very cool. Okay, so all that chit chat to say, there it is. So there is the finished card. I hope you guys like it. Let me zoom in a little bit so that if you want to take a screenshot, let me get my hand out of the way. If you want to take a screenshot, there's your second to do that. And then I'm going to squeeze back down and just remind you, if you want to shop for Stampin' Up, MemoryINKers.com. If you want to email me, MemoryINKers@gmail.com. If you are shopping, please use this hostess code WJD3PP3S. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, everybody. I will see you on Saturday. Bye.